Hi, thanks for stopping by. We're glad you're here. We've got some exciting stuff to show you today. So ask anybody and they will tell you that if you get a bike stolen, you either want to recover it immediately or not at all. And the reason for that's pretty simple, because if a thief has been in possession of your bike for any longer than a couple of hours, they're bound to have done something to it. They'll spray paint them, they'll file off numbers, whatever. So if you don't recover it immediately, you're not going to want it back after a couple of hours or a couple of days. So what you really want to be able to do is know the moment your bike starts moving without you knowing about it, and be able to track it in real time so that you can get law enforcement in there. Law enforcement, not you vigilantes, okay? Law enforcement in there to recover your vehicle. And that's where these guys come in. This is the Invoxia standalone GPS tracker for cars, motorcycles, bikes, people, and valuables, it says. Anti-theft alert. So let's open this up and see what we've got. It says, charge the tracker using the provided USB cable to power up the device. Fully recharge the device on first use, which will take 80 minutes. Download the Invoxia GPS app. Launch the Invoxia GPS app and follow the instructions to pair your tracker to your phone. Start tracking your belongings. So let's get started on that. So there's the tracker with its charging cable. I'm going to go plug this in. We'll come back in 80 minutes, download the app, and see how all that goes. Okay, so we're back. Obviously, it's been longer than 80 minutes. It's evening now. The Invoxia has been charging all afternoon. Invoxia GPS. Here we go right here. Okay, we're installing. This is a Galaxy A11, just in case you're interested in compatibility issues, that sort of thing. Okay, we're going to open the Invoxia app. And I assume it's going to have all of the instructions and directions and stuff in here that we need. So, we'll create an account. Okay, there we go. And then add a tracker. It says tracker detected. While we're updating, something important to talk about with this Invoxia tracker is that it uses 4G cellular network technology or architecture. And that's important because 3G is being phased out. Most of, if not all of the large cellular services have been phasing out 3G throughout 2020 and 2021. And after February of 2022, it will be essentially virtually gone completely. So if you still have 3G devices that do this sort of thing, they're only going to work for less than a year now. Can change how often your tracker sends its location while moving. Higher tracker frequency will yield more precise tracking paths, but a shorter battery life. So we're going to put this on the bike, go for some rides, and see what the position history looks like. So if I was installing the Invoxia just for my own purposes, what I would do is attach a 12-volt USB outlet to my accessory fuse block. I would wire it up underneath this cowling here, keep that and the tracker underneath the cowling, and it would just always be plugged in. Then I would never have to worry about charging it. The battery would just always get topped up every time I rode. But I'm not doing this for me, I'm doing it for you. And you may not have an accessory fuse block in your motorcycle. If you don't, you should check out our video on how to install one, because they're dead useful. But because I'm doing this for you guys, we're just going to use this thing in the manner that it was intended to be used, where you stash it somewhere and then you have to charge it back up every once in a while. But first, I do want to know if it will continue to send coordinates while it's charging. So for this ride, what we're going to do, I'm going to take a quick rip around the county. I'm going to just put this thing in my tank bag, and I'm going to plug it into my 12-volt outlet. So the answer is yes. The Invoxia does continue to transmit coordinates even while it's charging and plugged into a power source. That said, we've been using the Invoxia almost constantly for the last 4 weeks, and the battery's only just now starting to get below half. So we're going to see how long it takes me to find carry when she takes off with the tracker and goes for a drive somewhere. Ready to do this?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Go. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye. So I received the first notification that the tracker had moved in less than 20 seconds. And then as Carrie drives around, we'll start getting GPS notifications from the tracker. Our birds are very excitable today.
Here we go.
So I just received the first notification that the tracker has left the safe zone to find us home.
Making our getaway.
So we're at 10 minutes and 55 seconds. So we're going to jump in the car, we're going to give chase, and we're going to see how long it takes us to find them. Alright, so we've given chase. I will put the phone down before the car starts moving. The last notification we received was that they were traveling, so you can see on the phone, around Monroe Boulevard, traveling south.
Up next to the Ogden D Event Center. It is 3:20.
Okay, so the tracker has not moved in about 14 minutes. You can see that on the screen. It shows the last location, D Event Center, at 3:20, and it's currently 3:34, so it hasn't moved in 14 minutes. I'm sure we're sitting still. We're on the hill right now, headed up into the parking lot at the D Event Center. And we're going to pull up the tracker. And we're going to bring up proximity radar. Start by getting as close as possible to the place where you think your tracker is. We will notify you as soon as we detect it in Bluetooth. So we're just going to drive nice and slow around this parking lot. Okay, well, I would have expected it to show us by now that we were within range of it. So let's go ahead and start walking over there and see how long it takes my phone to find the tracker. Oh, okay. So it just popped up. I'm like, we're 20 feet away from the Jeep. It's just popped up and said, you're now within Bluetooth range of your tracker. Please stop moving for the next step. So then we hit OK. Please do not move while we assess your trackers. Okay, you start moving slowly in the zone. We will display whether you're getting closer or further from your tracker. So it shows us as near. And then if we start walking away, it shows us that we're getting further a little bit. So we're going to walk around in a circle. Oh, we're getting closer. 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 Oh, now we're getting a little bit. Oh. Okay, that's a little further away. So around here. Okay. Oh, closer. And then watch this feature. This is cool. Okay. Come over here and get a shot. I don't know if you'll be able to see this in this camera here, but on the screen, start ringing. Found you.
Got me.
So it took us about 33 minutes from the moment that Carrie grabbed the tracker off of the coffee table until I was standing there at the window of the Jeep. That's not bad. We spoke to a police officer friend of ours and asked him what a police precinct would do in a situation like this, where you had a customer who had a tracker that was giving them GPS coordinates for a stolen vehicle. And what they told us was that you would notify the police precinct once it was standing still. You can see from the video that the proximity... Whoa! Slow down, Trigger. Okay, so I was about to tell you guys that we weren't really impressed with the way that the proximity radar worked, but I was missing a crucial piece of information when I filmed that segment for the video. I thought that the GPS tracker had already got me as close as it was going to get me to where the tracker was before I was supposed to start using that feature, but I missed that at 3:39 p.m. I got another GPS notification from the tracker. By then I was already in the proximity radar. I was a victim of my own success. We were there too soon. That's what it was. Because after the thing stops moving entirely, the accuracy for the GPS kicks in. So, look at this clip. Do you remember this clip here? To show us by now that we were within range of it. So let's go ahead and start walking over there and see how long it takes my phone to find the tracker. Okay, you saw where the Jeep was parked, right? Underneath that tree, next to that large building there that was on the right-hand side of the frame. Look at this screenshot from the app. It's incredible. Look how accurate that is. If I had known when I pulled up that that was the last coordinate that it had given me, I would have been on top of the Jeep before I even opened up the proximity radar. So the proximity radar is plenty accurate for how close the GPS can already take you. We're going to give this product 5 stars. That's amazing. We were able to find the Jeep in 33 minutes from the moment Carrie moved the tracker, and it was able to bring us to the exact parking spot that she was sitting in 33 minutes. We'll go ahead and resume. I'm going to cut out the section of the video where I complained about the proximity radar because I had no idea how accurate the GPS was going to get me before I was supposed to start using proximity. So here we go. We'll continue with the regularly scheduled rest of the video. Thanks. Bye. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, subscribe to the channel so you'll know when new stuff comes out. We've got a very exciting summer planned for you guys. And if you want to help out in a more substantial way, we are on Patreon. Hey, Loud, lay down. Lay down. Lay down.